Yes, people, what is going on? Today I'm reacting to the sad news, the terrible news that England have crashed out of the World Cup. Crashed out, been beaten in the semi-final, in the third place playoff, whatever you want to call it. I'd be lying to you to say I was happy. I would be lying. I would be lying to you if I said that I wasn't absolutely distraught. And as a 20-year-old London-born and bred Englishman, I'm lucky that my club football with Chelsea has been alright, but for the last 15 years of my life in international football, all I've known is disappointment. So for now, to be where we are, I'm torn. There's two sides of me. I'm not going to talk about the football. I'm not going to talk directly about the football. We could have done this, we could have done that, we should have done this, we should have done that. This person's fault, that person's fault, whatever. I'm not going to talk about any of that because what's happened in the last 4 weeks is more than football in England. More than football. I will say very quickly to the referee, I've seen you in multiple Champions League games. You're shit. Just leave. Get over it. You're terrible. But that's it from the game. That's it. England in the last 15 years, in terms of national football, we do the same thing every time. We qualify in style. We then turn around and go to a tournament thinking we've got a very good chance here, and it never happens. It never happens. 2008, we didn't even qualify. We didn't even qualify. We always do the same thing. We get dumped out in the group, we get dumped out in the round of 16, quarter-final, something like that. And it is dumped out. It's not being beaten by the better team. Fair play, lads. You know, we've done it. You know, we can't compete with you. It's dumped out. And what happened last night was a dumping out. It was, but we led. We did lead, and I've done a match day vlog. You can go and have a look. You can see what it meant to the pub when we led. And this is what I'm going to talk about, because people in that pub last night, I know they weren't England fans. I know they weren't, you know, born and bred die-hard football fans, and that's what's happened to the nation. The only thing I can ever compare it with is when we hosted the 2012 Olympics. I was lucky enough to go to a few events to the Olympics, but very simply what happened at that Olympics is that people came out of absolutely nowhere and thought, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. This is it. This is big. This is huge. And they realised the occasion. And I think for me, nothing summarises what's happened in the last 4 weeks better than the Olympics, is that people talk to each other, people interact, people do so much. 2012 was a very good year for us, and it was very easy for everyone to get carried away because there was success in football. There was the Aguero moment that the whole nation loved. Chelsea won the Champions League. Diamond Jubilee for the Queen. I think it was Diamond Jubilee, the Jubilee anyway. And then obviously we hosted the Olympics, and it was all brilliant, and people got carried away in what was a really great year for us. But this year hasn't necessarily been a great year. It hasn't been a great year. You know, it's just another year, really, apart from you've got all the political side of things. And now I'm not going to go into the politics because I don't want to. But Brexit, very simply, is tearing the country apart. And for the last 4 weeks, football has brought it back together as one. Because I know for a fact that I wouldn't talk to people in the street. I might talk to someone and say the odd word here and there, but I wouldn't have a conversation with them. I wouldn't get involved with them. Even last night after we went out, there's a local curry house up the road from us, and next to it there's like a stairs. Now the stairs is very iffy and very dodgy looking. There's two people that one of them was on the phone and getting quite worked up, and he obviously had a drink and whatever. And to be honest with you, I would never interact with him. I would have no interest in interacting with him. But he saw me walking down the road back from the pub with my camera in my hand and my England shirt on and my head down. He saw that was worth a conversation. And do you know what? I gave him a hug. And I never would have done that. And that's the thing with what's happened in the last few weeks. And when we've had the highs, we've had the highs, and there's people that haven't believed in the World Cup. And to be honest with you, I don't want to talk about them because they ain't added anything. They're not adding anything. You know, people that don't fully get it and football isn't their massive sport, that's fair enough. I completely understand that. But, you know, even then you can still start to believe. And anyone, I don't care if you're a football fan or not, if you've been in the UK for the last 4 weeks, especially 3 weeks, you can really start to see that and believe what's happened, which is people are talking, people are getting involved, people are interacting, and to be honest with you, I never thought I'd see it. And it's just positive. It was positive. And Dan Walker said it today on the BBC. We were dreamers. We were absolute dreamers. And it should never have happened. We should never have got to the semi-final of the World Cup. But we did. And we were there. And we're still in the third place playoff. I remember when the ladies won the third place playoff, got beaten in the semi-final by Japan. 3 years ago, I think it was, in Canada. I stayed up late to watch all the games. I've got a good connection with women's football. I stayed up late to watch the games, and it was great because, you know, like, even then people went, oh yeah, that's good. But then the other flip side of it, oh, the men's turn now, the men's need to shut up. And it was horrible. It really was horrible. It was disgusting, honestly, because people try their best for the country, and we have been poor for years. We have been poor, but that's for many different reasons rather than individual players. You know, Lampard and Gerrard and Rooney and Scholes and Terry and Ferdinand and so many other people. They wanted nothing more than to bring football home. They wanted nothing more than that. And you know, it wasn't meant to be, and it's one of those unfortunate things, and we move on from it, as we have done, and we move on to it. It's a positive. I've seen some of the images and everything, and everyone just put everything aside. They put aside politics, they put aside thoughts, they put aside social stereotypes, they put aside everything. And it just made the country a better place for 4 weeks. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to do a matchday vlog for the last game, and to be honest with you, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know how interested I'm going to be, to be honest, because I still am depressed in terms of being an England fan. But one thing we all need to realise and work on and believe in, and this video probably has been a bit long, but I don't care. We've done so much in the last 4 weeks. Let's celebrate it. You know, like, it's going to be hard to, and I'm not saying we're going to have a party and whatever, but let's talk. Let's continue this vibe on. And in 20 years' time, when I know I'll probably have kids and whatever, if they ask me about the summer of 2018, unbelievable weather that we've got outside, World Cup semi-final, could still get third place, the whole nation comes to a standstill. And that's one thing I really want to be able to, in 20 years' time, 25 years' time, 30 years' time, 8 years' time, if I'm still on this earth, I want to be able to remember this summer and this moment in my lifetime and just go, yeah, I was content then, you know. And it all did come crashing down last night, and I won't go into it, but I'm going to say a couple of things to finish off with. People of Britain, of the world, of everything, football unites people. Sport unites people. Whether it be men's, whether it be women's, whether it be disabled, whether it be absolutely anything, sport unites people. It doesn't matter who you're supporting. It doesn't matter anything. To be a part of this World Cup, there's 32 nations that have been involved, right? A hell of a lot more tried to qualify and didn't. Everyone, for the 3 days, 4 days where you do your qualification campaigns at different points in the season, watches that. People are calling me, I can't do it. But it unites the nation. It unites the world. It unites so much. And there is a message to be had there. There is a massive, massive message. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want you to figure it out for yourselves. You should be figuring it out for yourself. It's quite obvious. But I'm going to say a couple of thank yous now. I'm going to say a couple of thank yous. The first one I'm going to say is to the people of Britain. And the people of England especially. Actually, no, I will say the people of Britain. Because I know Welshmen, I know Scotsmen, I know a couple of Irish as well, obviously not part of Britain, but there we are. I know a couple of people that normally kind of celebrate when we go out. And they've been brilliant. They've been going, I actually believe in the squad and I believe in this, and you can see how much it means for everyone in the UK, well, in England especially. But, you know, it was a positive. It was a positivity that how it comes around with it. I'm going to say a thank you to the media. The media haven't tried to knock us down every 2 seconds. There was obviously the thing with Belgium, do we win the game, do we not win the game, whatever. All I'm saying is we reached the World Cup semi-final, so I mean, I'm happy. But I'm going to say thank you to the media, because for years and years and years there has been like little negative little digs and whatever, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to say thank you to former players as well. Lamps, Lamps has said it, JT has said it, Gerrard said it, Scholes has said it, Rooney said it, Bex has said it. There's a positivity and there's a drive and there's an upliftingness, and it's brilliant to hear and it's brilliant to see, and I want to say thank you, because although I'd love to have you to have been involved in the team, you haven't been, and it's a big shame. But you know, that's life, it happens, unfortunately. I'm going to say thank you to the current players, because very simply you did your all, you did your absolute all. Every one of you played bar two, which are the two backup goalkeepers, but look, it's you did your bit and you did your job and you played as a unit and you brought absolute pride to the nation in a time where we need something to lift us up. And you've inspired a generation, which was the point of the London 2012 Olympics, was to inspire people. There's kids wearing England shirts and everything, and I think about 5-10 years ago you'd been more likely to see a kid wearing a Brazil kit or a Germany kit or an Italy kit or a France or a Spain kit than an England kit. The England kit is the first choice, and that's hopefully going to inspire so many people. So I'd like to thank the players. And the last one I'm going to say, and it's the man that definitely, well, actually I'm going to thank them all, and obviously one person in particular, the whole of the England coaching staff, and in particular Gareth Southgate. Gareth Southgate has come through a lot. He has been that guy who missed that penalty in Euro 96. And do you know what? I've met him a few times. I was lucky enough to once have breakfast with him when I was at St George's Park. He is a very, very nice man. And he has done so much for English football. So much for English football. He has given the belief to everyone. The coaching staff have brought into that everyone involved with the FA. Honestly, it's been a brilliant campaign in the 4 weeks, and we still have more to come. We could reach a third. Well, we have reached a third place playoff, and we could win it. I don't know how confident Belgium are going to be in this game. I don't know how much they're going to care about this game. I don't know. But one thing I do know is we're going to go and give her all. And for the one last time, nation, this is going to be hard because I know we're all in a deep state of mourning, essentially. But let's bring home that third place medal. Let's come and do it. Let's go and bring that positivity around. And in the future, it may not mean anything, but in here it means a lot. And that's what it means. You know, other people around the world, yeah, they're gonna probably forget about it. But for you, everyone that's watching this video, and hopefully people share this video and do so much. Share this video. Get the support on side. This is a huge moment in our lifetimes. Let's continue it. Yes, it's massively unfortunate we have gone out, or in the third place playoff, but let's try and win it. Because you win every game in front of you. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie to you, in the last 5 years especially, I have fallen out of love with international football. I find it boring, I find it pointless. Honestly, it's crap in my eyes. The last 4 weeks have changed my perception of the England team and everything around England completely. Completely. I still agree that we should try and play games all over the country, but that looks like it's going to happen, and it's great. And to be honest with you, I've been a dreamer, I've been delusional, I've been everything that I shouldn't have been at the start of this tournament. And do you know what? It's been fucking great. It has been fucking great. I don't like to swear, and I apologise for swearing in this video, but it's been fucking brilliant. And I want to say thank you to everyone. Gareth Southgate especially, thank you so much. Because do you know what? I'm going to see you on as England manager, and I want you to stay on. and I wish you all the best because you're a very, very nice bloke. And the belief you've brought the nation and the positivity you've brought the nation, it does not go unnoticed. So thank you all for watching. I'm going to finish this video if you've made it all the way to the end. I've got a giveaway on this channel. You want a signed Michael Owen World Cup ball. Competition ends on Saturday at midnight. So all you've got to do is subscribe to my channel and comment your favourite goal scored at the tournament so far. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. England, UK, rest of the world, there is love to be had in football. There's positivity to be had in football. Sport is the way forward. It unites people. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. And England, let's go again. One last time. One last time.